Yes, it's time for the segment where you get to get it off your chest as Hey Hey It's Saturday presents... What? Cheeses Me Orf!
Wow, I suddenly thought redundant.
Did you really?
That's what I am.
Yeah, redundant. That's
Redundant
what
on
he
my
is,
own show.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I was over there having fun with Jackie and all of a sudden, what cheeses me off?
No, the director said, no, get him off. Go to What Cheeses Me Off.
Yeah.
I'm
Fair
just
enough.
doing what I'm told up here.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, you know.
He's no
we
fool.
know when we're dying.
Quite right.
Now,
Here we are at this great forum where you get an opportunity to have your say. Anything that annoys you, please write in, tell us. We'll tell people on national television how you feel about any particular subject that bothers you at all.
You know what annoys me?
What?
When you go to McDonald's and they put the French fries in the bag and the bag always tips over.
Ah,
You know, the French fry thing tips
Oh,
over and
yes.
can't you get it in a bucket?
you get them in a bucket, but they put them in the bag and
Afterwards.
it tips over.
Oh, too many fries.
No, it just tips over.
they don't
Oh.
give you... No, the fries
And
have
it gets
got a,
all under the
they've
hamburger.
got a terrible sense
And
of
isn't that
equilibrium.
because you're a messy eater?
No, it tips over in the bag.
Oh, not
What
in a
you
bucket.
want is a bucket.
You want a bucket? Hello? Hello?
Oh, no. I've never tried this. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Hello? There's two of them in there. That's disgusting. Get out of there.
Are you
That's
fries,
disgusting.
are you?
Pardon?
Are you a couple of fries?
Yes, we are. Oh, look, there's a little fry in the corner.
Actually, we're a couple of fairy cakes.
That's right.
A bucket full of fairy cake.
Hello. Got hundreds and thousands and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, we can't go on like this. Just take that out. Thank you very much.
It's the only show where you could talk to a bucket.
Yes. We have a very distinguished member of our panel. First of all, we have Jackie McDonald. Now, Jackie is a girl who's been around. She knows about bulbs. She knows about other things in life.
She ever
and is
been
willing
around?
to expound her knowledge upon
I
you.
certainly am.
And help with
Have
the
you taken that jumper to a doctor?
Why?
Well, it's suffering spots or something.
Yeah.
It's measles.
seen spots, is it?
This is my twin set jumper.
Twin
I
sets.
think
Lovely.
Actually, I think it's getting mumps as well. I
It's
think.
developing
No,
something.
that's just my big pectoral.
Oh, your
And
pectorals.
speaking
yes.
of developing something, next to Jackie, I would like to introduce to you the Right Honourable Sir Cernus, or whatever.
Cernus.
All the way from Canberra, ladies and gentlemen.
There he is. Yes. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, there he is. Looking well this morning.
We'd like to welcome you, sir.
Indeed, I am very honoured to be on your show. I just want to say this, Daryl.
Yes.
I have a commitment, and that commitment is when this show is over, Joy and I, we've got to get to the mouth of the Yarra River to do a bit of yabbing.
Isn't that wonderful for Joy's new restaurant, obviously?
Indeed. Have you been there?
I haven't had the pleasure, but I believe you hang out. But I mean, you've been there quite a few times.
Yes, I carry out the cutlery on many occasions.
And the
Yeah.
garbage as well, sir?
Indeed, I do a lot of things there, Aussie.
We don't want to push you, but we're going to go straight to the letters. Hello?
Yes, hello. You know, it's nice to see.
It's the PM.
Yes,
Yeah.
listen, Sir Bill.
Yes, I was wondering why you didn't have me as your butler.
Yes, I know. Well, no, there's a slight problem, you know. Listen, about the cheque.
Who is George, anyway?
Why wouldn't you accept my cheque at your restaurant? I had my license with me and everything.
Excuse me, sir.
You
You've been to Sir Billy's restaurant.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
And he wouldn't accept your
Wouldn't accept my cheque.
bouncy.
No, not bouncy. He wanted some sort of identification.
Oh,
He said,
that's
who
right.
the hell are you? You just can't come in here, cashing checks.
Why didn't you get Tammy to sign it?
Well, we will take bank card, Mel. I
Yeah,
thought that you were into bank card.
No, I'm not. They're strictly cash up front, or cheque,
are you?
Yeah.
Have you had a good year at Nareen this year?
Well, I don't think that's any of your business.
Well, and that how
Listen,
do I know
excuse
whether
me.
to take a
Sir Bill,
check?
Sir Bill, you couldn't interest you in a bull, could you? I'll kill it myself.
Oh.
Drag it down there.
How do you kill a bull?
Oh, quite easily. Just put a shotgun to it.
Oh,
Oh.
Anyway, I'll get off because the butler wants me.
Yes,
He wants
yes.
to change my trousers.
go back and play with your cementals.
Cheerio. My what?
Mr. Fraser's going overseas and everything.
With his butler.
With his butler.
Heavy stuff. What cheeses me off, says Valerie Maskell
Hello,
of
Valerie
Tatura.
Maskell.
Timmy.
What cheeses me off is when politicians rave on about things that are of no importance.
Tammy's staying at home to look after the kids.
Or
Fair
we
enough.
already know
School
and
holidays.
or we already know and can figure out for ourselves. I better start the sentence again. What
Sorry.
cheeses me off is when politicians
Sorry.
rave on about
Doesn't
things
it annoy you, John, when people interrupt?
It's terrible, and I
It's
promise I
rude.
won't do it again,
You're
Daryl.
quite right, yeah. Yeah, don't do it.
when politicians rave on
No
about
more interruptions.
No more interruptions. Fair enough.
when politicians rave on about things that are of no importance or we already know and can figure out for ourselves. They use big words to make it sound more like they know what they are talking about. It is just more confusing than if they talked like ordinary Aussies.
Yeah.
You're an ordinary Aussie.
I'm an ordinary Aussie.
How do you talk?
I like this. How you going, mate?
Right. Jackie, do you think this is true? Do you think politicians do have a bit of wind?
Well, that's a hard one because I don't know them personally, and I don't know whether they rave on or not. Because when you're talking to them, it seems they have normal conversations, don't they?
They just
you
whack
mean
it on.
personally or publicly? Because
Oh,
there's a difference.
A bit of both, but we'd like, as we have someone who's out of the parliamentary room at the moment and is down to earth, very pleasant and basic, you might simply like to comment on this. Do you believe politicians are basically full of wind?
Well, no, because we always have hot coals there to light them up. And
Little political
No, I don't believe
attempted
it.
humour there. Attempted humour.
I don't believe it. I really believe that. Let's face it, we are the decision makers of your country. And you voted for us. You pay our salaries, don't
Yeah.
Well, we do, yes, and they keep going up all the time.
you? You must leave it to us. And don't worry, if you feel it's getting out of hand, I can always restore. Order, please.
Yes,
Order.
yes.
Well, I'll have
Too much
a...
audible
yes.
conversation.
I'll have a Coke, thanks, and
Yes.
Daryl will have a Fanta.
Yes, all right. There we go. I don't know, Valerie. You've got a point there, Valerie, because you do hear some big words.
They
Like,
do
here's a
use
big
big
word.
words, yes.
Got a big word for us?
Snedden.
Very big,
a
a
big
tall
word.
word. yeah.
Remember that? And remember Joyous.
Yes, that's a good one. It
Yes.
is. It's great.
From Gympie.
G'day.
That's a little word. Gympie, a place in Queensland.
Oh,
What
that's a place.
cheeses me off
You can have a gimpy leg, can't you?
is when people say, act your age.
Does everybody in Gympie have gimpy legs?
Well, that's an interesting point, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, anybody who comes from Gympie would have to have gimpy legs. I mean, what other legs could they be? I mean, you've got
I'm
Melbourne
feeling-
legs.
I'm feeling redundant.
Are you?
I'll get one for you.
Yeah.
I'm not needed anymore. What cheeses me off is when people say, act your
Hey, that's
age.
not a bad idea, is it?
People say that sort of thing. I think they are real wowsers if they say that sort of thing.
What's a wowser?
Act your age. It's the people say act your age. I mean, age is. I mean, do you have to act a certain way because you're a particular age? I mean, it's all in the mind, isn't it?
Yeah, yes.
mean-
You've got it up there, haven't you?
You can be yes, but
Funny
you can
place
be
to have it.
you can be old, Jackie.
Yes.
I'm not old.
No, but I'm just saying. I mean, you can be old, but you can be rather young at heart and young of mind.
Absolutely, I
Young at
agree.
tart.
I
Young
mean,
at
people,
tart.
Huh? People are always saying to me, act your age, but I don't know which one they mean.
Age
I mean,
is a state of
it's
mind.
relative,
would
isn't
you,
it?
Here's a happy man beside you. Look at that face.
Right,
Look
there's
at the face.
Someone on the phone here.
Yes.
Sorry, no, look at the face.
Hello?
Hello, it's Sir Eric here.
Oh, Sir Eric.
Yes, talking about age, a lot of people say I'm very old.
Yes.
They do.
Yes, yes. Well, if I was a dog, I'd only be 7.
Yes. Whoop,
Quite
whoop.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Look at this face. I mean, there's a face. There's one of happiness, one of
Indeed.
joyous, or we could say that.
Very happy with my lot. Indeed, I am.
Yes. Well, what do you think of age? I mean, do you think it's when people say act your age, does that get on your goat?
No, I mean, golly, I don't worry about what age I am. I never let people know. I
No.
mean, my body may be old, but I'm only 28.
You're only 28.
Yes, but
So
don't
it's-
let that get up.
It's all in the mind, is it?
It's all in the mind, and really, I wouldn't worry about it if I were you.
Fair enough. All right, well, that's answered R. Fraser from... Oh, it is too. Yours both, R. Fraser from Gympie.
Yeah, yeah.
We might
Yeah.
take a break and come back, because it's an interesting one. I'd just like to...
Yes. Well,
so,
look.
yeah, we'll have a break. We'll come back, and this is interesting.
Is it?
It does look interesting. There's something stuck to it. We'll find out what it is after this commercial break. Whoa, that's a bit hard on the eyes first thing in the morning.
Welcome back to What Cheeses Me Orf, Part 2.
Yes, and now to show you what that thing is stuck to the page here. If you've just tuned in, we're into the middle of What Cheeses Me Off, and What Cheeses Me Off is the
What is it?
Nilex Gardena system.
Oh.
On the ad with the bloke's farm in the desert, he says blah, 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 blah about Nilex, and, or if the dogs get amongst it.
They like to too, don't they?
One could, and very well should, assume that the hose is doggy-proof,
Doggy-proof.
so to speak. But, as you can see by the enclosed example, it's not the case. That was done by a mere 6-month-old healer, and it doesn't look like the hose is going to heal. But that is a piece of hose, and it's very hard to get the hose off, but that's the hose. That's a typical bit of hose that's been dogged. That's what your dog can do to a hose, and this is how he does it. He sort of runs along and he munches. He munches into it. He munches into it like. Thank you. Yes, he munches into it like this. You see, he grabs it and pulls it every which way.
And gives it a good beating.
Yes, there he is. No, thank you. Oh,
down, sir, down.
Jackie, do you have this problem with the dog?
That dog's been shot more often than Dean Martin.
Indeed.
I've got a dog called Humphrey who's an Airedale, and he has a mouth span of about 1 inch, and he cuts it up into 1 inch squares, the hose.
His mouth?
Yeah. He just chonks through it. But the good part is that if he only chonks it lightly, it has little holes in it all over, and it's almost like one of those illegal hoses. You put it all the way around the garden, it squirts out of every bit.
Is that illegal?
Yeah, it is in Queensland, and it squirts every bit of your garden at once.
Is there anything legal in Queensland?
Are they legal here?
Can't you have a
hoses that
socket
squirt out
hose?
everywhere?
Is that a circuit hose, you mean?
You're not allowed to have those.
You're not? Why not?
Well, because a lot of people would have them going on their gardens, and we'd run out of water in the Brisbane River.
Ah, I see.
I don't know if I made that up, but I think it was technical.
Sir,
Funny person.
ever had hoses in the or any hose in the house, perhaps?
Well, there have been a few occasions, Daryl, where some members have worn some interesting apparel.
I didn't mean that sort of hose.
But I'll tell you what, though, the way the house does get on occasions, I feel like getting a hose and giving them a hosing down.
Yes.
Because, it gets right out of hand and the question time gets out of order.
Of course.
And I've got to call order, and it does get out of hand.
And there'd be some as wild, like we're talking about hoses, but this is particularly dogs. You've probably got to add a few dogs in the house.
Well, only last week we had a Great Dane into the chamber, and I had to reply, woof, woof. No, I haven't done that for 8 years. Only when Whitlam was in power.
Yes, of
because
course.
he provoked me, you remember?
Oh, yes, I remember that
don't
occasion. You were provoked beyond all reason, and therefore you uttered
woof, woof. And I don't like having to use such unparliamentary expressions.
True. How did it go again?
Woof, woof.
Hello.
Hello.
Woof,
It's me
woof.
again.
Yes.
Is he woofing again?
Yes, he's woofing.
Often woofing, you know.
Have you got dogs?
Pardon?
Have you got dogs?
No, I got the odd cattle dog, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, goes, you have your throat out in one bite, you know. Vicious little
lovely.
bungles, yes.
You better hurry up, Mel, you'll miss your plane.
How's it going, is it? Oh, the butler's off. The butler's on his way. Hey,
Good.
listen, you don't want to have the maid, do you? While I'm away, because she's really going to be quite redundant.
Well, we can employ her at Joy, as I'm sure Joy would sit to
Really?
it.
Yeah, so she could work on the door or something like that.
Yeah.
Listen, I must go. There goes the plane.
Okay.
Just hang on to the tail.
He's running.
I think it's a vacuum.
He's running after the plane.
Excuse me, I'm the PM.
You
Wait
can,
for
you
me.
can hear the Prime Minister now running after the plane.
Hang on now. My goodness, my own personal plane's taken off without me.
Yeah, and without the pilot.
I have to take a Cessna.
Thank Maggie for the scone recipe, too.
So there we go. Oh, fun.
I do hope you caught the plane.
Yes, I'm looking. There's a where are we?
What are you doing, little
Rotten
doggy?
little mongrel.
Little ad-libbing dog?
Our little mongrel.
It's a
He's
reject from Young Talent Time.
bits of hose here.
Oh, he's been chewing
Yes.
bits off his
Oh,
hose.
terribly sorry.
I bet you are.
Where are we? I was looking for one here because we did have one about... Yes!
He's found it.
What Cheeses Me Orf? Darren Osborne of Eltham Woods. What Cheeses Me Orf is the PM, Mr. Fraser.
Oh.
My mum is always complaining about prices.
Uh-huh.
That's why, and so she takes it out on Darren, and he therefore doesn't like the Prime Minister. Is it up to the Prime Minister, though, pricing? Mr. Sir Billy Cernus, Your Honoris?
Well, no, I don't believe it's up to him individually.
You can't blame him?
I'm supporting Mel on this occasion. I haven't always, but on this occasion I am.
Yeah.
No, I believe it's a matter of everybody. Unions, governments, people, employers, and you out there. We've all got to combine to control prices. No use blaming one man.
No. Well, we voted him in too, didn't we?
And I say that to you, and you, and to all.
Listen, it's the PM up here. I'm 35,000. I'm up above the clouds here. Listen, I want you to know, and having said that, let me say this, that
Get on with it.
I lend Sir Billy my support, and he wears it everywhere.
The honourable member's time has expired.
Ring the bells. Go and ring your own damn bells.
And so is ours. So there we put that down. We thank Jackie and Sir Honourable Cernus from the Canberra. And if you would like a...
It's such a happy thing to hear 'em sing.
If you'd like a prize...